Let me show you how insane astrology is with the death of Nicole Simpson, okay? Here is her death chart. We see the midheaven right on Pluto in Scorpio, okay? So, like, the midheaven is what you're known for, like, and Pluto is death. It's associated with murders, and in the sign of Scorpio, which is also associated with murder, it rules over or its modern ruler is Pluto, and its old ruler is Mars, which is anger, okay? And then we have here the south node is down in the fourth house of home, because they were killed at home. And Vesta is right there in Algol. Okay, Algol is the most evil star in the sky. It's associated with losing your head, right? And they said that her throat was cut so deeply that she was almost decapitated. And that Vesta that is on Algol is sextile Venus. Look, see, right here. Okay, Vesta sextile Venus, and Venus rules the throat. Okay, so those two things are connected. And then Venus is opposite here, Uranus, unexpected events in the 12th house of hidden enemies. And this is the creepy one, okay? Neptune there up in the 12th house of hidden enemies. Neptune, like secret spying. That's what that shows. But then look, it has the sun at 22 degrees, the same degree in the 5th house. So those two planets are in conjunct. When two planets are in conjunct, it means they can't see each other. Okay, so that's like he's watching you, but you can't see him. That's the energy that gives. And it's at 22 degrees. 22 degrees in astrology is known as the kill or be killed degree. And that is where the sun was on the day she was killed, exactly opposite the lot of fortune, the moment that she died, okay? Then we have the moon exactly on the descendant, which the descendant is often activated in deaths anyway, but then it's also associated with relationships. So it can be kind of seen a couple of different ways here. And that is in Leo. Her heart probably stopped because there's Leo rules the heart, and so does the sun. Okay, and then that is connected to Jupiter, which Jupiter rules the husband. It was, in fact, her ex-husband who killed her. You see the vertex is also right on Chiron, a wound in the 8th house of death, connected to that Jupiter. There are so many biquintiles in this chart, by the way, all those dotted lines, and I'm not really sure what that means. It's just, I've never seen like a lot of them in a chart like that, and they're associated with creativity. It almost feels like it's speaking to how he planned like a creative crime that had like a whole story that he ended up getting out of it. But I don't know. Like I just think it's interesting that there's so many biquintiles. Also, we have the north node up there in Scorpio, right on the midheaven, and we have the ascendant in Aquarius, which is ruled by Saturn, showing this is like a karmic event. This is like a fated thing that happened. And then that Saturn is in Pisces, which is ruled by Jupiter. So the karma was delivered by the husband. So maybe there's some things in our past we don't know about. Isn't she best friends with the Kris Jenner? Yeah. Oh, and another thing, the sun is in Gemini, okay? And in the 5th house. The 5th house is the house of lovers, and Gemini too. There's 2 people killed. Okay, now this is the synastry between the blue is Nicole's birth chart, and then the red is her death chart. You see the lot of fortune was directly on her midheaven. So like that is what she's known for, is the way she ended. And then it has Jupiter right on Pluto, killed by her husband, okay? And then that midheaven and the sun, or that lot of fortune that was opposite the sun, so that means the sun is also in the IC, is square the vertex, okay? And her natal sun is right there on that Vesta, her natal sun was on Algol, the lose your head fixed star. Her sun was there. And that was square Chiron, the wound, okay, in the 12th house of hidden enemies. And then that natal moon descendant was on her natal Vesta, which Vesta is like your life force, like what lights you up, like what gives you fire. And so it's often activated in death charts as well. And then Mars was opposite, like transit Mars was opposite her natal Neptune. So like there was a man hiding and waiting for her, like, and he was angry. And then her natal Mercury was on the natal Venus. She was, like, her throat was cut and her voice was silenced. Also, you could say that was a message from a lover, you know? And then that is square the natal moon as well. Oh, and then there's also the transit Jupiter was right on her natal Neptune. So, like, her husband was hiding and stalking her. Like that is like, that's like a stalking because it's connected to the Pluto, the obsessed, like, and then that's who killed her. Now, her ladder fortune and her north node were in her natal 8th house as well. So yeah, you see, death astrology is so interesting, and this is what proves astrology is true. And we are definitely in some kind of fucking simulation.